Happy Wednesday. We have another special guest who wants to say hello. Over to you, Debbie.
Hey, learners! I really am missing everybody. I'm grateful today for the beautiful sunshine and my bird feeder. I've had all kinds of beautiful birds come, cardinals and robins and finches, and I love the fact that the trees are blooming and spring just seems to be here. Miss everybody and hope everybody's staying safe. Make sure you wash your hands at least 20 seconds at each time and just enjoy the time with your family. I mean, that's the one thing I've been grateful to be able to spend time with family. But I've also gone on long walks and been able to do stuff, work in my yard, and it's just been such a time to reflect on life and enjoy the simple things. So I hope you and your families are doing great and can't wait to see you again. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Debbie. It was so good to see you, and we're so excited to see you so very soon. Yes. Okay. Welcome to Devotions with Emma and Sammy. Today, we are going to be talking about Esther. So, as we're going from yesterday to today, here's kind of what happened. Yesterday, we talked about Solomon. So, Solomon is King David's son, and he became king over Israel. We are now many, many years after David and Solomon. Israel has disobeyed God and they were invaded by a foreign country. This foreign country, back. All of the Jews have been taken away from their homeland and surrounded by people who worship completely different gods. So we enter into the story, and King Xerxes has decided he needs Esther. Esther did not reveal to King Xerxes that she is of Jewish nationality. So we enter in King Xerxes, Queen Esther, and then King Xerxes wanted Haman to be in a place of honor. One of his pals, he said, "You're going to do great here, place of honor." Haman puts out this decree that he wants to kill all the Jewish people. So that's where we enter into the story today, and we're going to learn more about Esther's role in this story. So over to Emma for our main idea and theme.
All right, thank you, Sammy. Way to intro that for us. I know it's a lot to digest. Okay, so our theme is the stories that built us, and our main idea is Esther. So our verse is from Esther chapter 4, verse 13 through 14. Mordecai sent this reply to Esther. Don't think for a moment that because you're in the palace, you will escape when all the other Jews are killed. If you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief for the Jews will arise from some other place, but you and your relatives will die. Who knows if perhaps you were made queen for just such a time as this? And that is our verse. Over to you, Sammy.
Thank you, Emma. So that verse kind of gives us insight into Esther's role in this whole debacle. So Mordecai is the first person that Emma was talking about. He's Esther's uncle. He comes to Esther, and this decree has been put out, and he says, "You're in a place of power because you're queen. I think that you should talk to the king and you should try to save our people." And this is really important. He says, "If you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief from the Jews will arise from some other place." So he says, if you decide that you're going to keep quiet, God will still save the Jewish people. But you might be put in this position, you might be queen, so that you could help the Jewish people. So this takes us straight to our question for the day. This idea that God doesn't need to use us, but he wants to use us. God can do everything. He's an all-powerful God, but he chooses to use his people to accomplish his purposes, because this teaches us to trust him more. It builds our relationship with him, and it builds our confidence in the Lord. So our question is focused on that fact. It says, God doesn't need Esther, but he wants to use her. So how does it feel that God doesn't need to use you, but he really, really wants to use you to accomplish his purposes? So pause the video, think about how that feels. Thanks for taking some time to think about that question with us. Straight to our prayer. Esther had a really scary choice. Like Emma read in that verse, um, she was going to go to the king and she was going to present her request to him that he save the Jewish people. The king could have said, "That's not your place. You're done." He could have said, "No more." Or he could have listened. Those were kind of her two choices. But those are scary choices. Um, she's just playing down there. Those are scary choices. Um, but ultimately, she decided to put away what she wanted in favor of doing what God wanted, in favor of accomplishing his purposes. So that takes a lot of courage. That's our point. We want you to take some time and talk to God and ask him to show you something great that he wants you to do today, and then ask him to give you the courage to do that. God doesn't say, "I want you to do this, I'll meet you at the end." He walks with us through every step. So also ask God to help you in this decision. So ask God for courage today and something that he wants you to do. Pause. Okay, thanks for taking the time to talk with God and just listen to this devotion with us. Over to Emma for our invitation.
Alrighty, so today is National Laundry Day, which reminds me of when we do laundry at Sonflower to wash our aprons, hats, and towels, and things like that after bakery. So to carry on with that tradition, we would like to invite you guys to ask whoever's in charge of laundry at your house if you can help them out today. And yeah, so we will see you tomorrow on Thursday. Bye, guys.